Good morning, students. So in the last class what we have seen, so we are learning about what is science and what are the skills that the scientist follow and what methods will the scientist follow. All this we have seen in the last class, and also we have seen that some students doing some investigations or experiments by using these process skills like Aravind, Saket, Charita, etc. So here in this class we are going to complete this lesson. So here again we have another girl named Shweta who is making the investigation using this process skills. So what Shweta plans to investigate means, so she wants to know which brand of paper towel absorbs more water, and she wants to tell her father to buy the best one. So for this the Shweta uses this process skills. So how Shweta uses this process skills and investigate which and draw conclusion which paper towel is better. So first of all, Shweta first in a scientific method we already know that we have five steps, that are the observation, hypothesis, plan an experiment, conduct an experiment, and drawing conclusion. So here Shweta also uses the same process skills. So first of all, Shweta hypothesize. So hypothesis is nothing but the possible answer that can be tested. So ఊహించడం, మనం ఏ brand of paper towel will absorb some more water. So like this Shweta hypothesis is nothing but the possible answer that can be tested. So first Shweta hypothesis, and she plan an experiment. Next, conduct an experiment, and lastly she draws a conclusion. So first she hypothesizes that the brand of paper towel, one brand of paper towel will absorb more water than the others. Next she plans an experiment. So for planning an experiment, first she wants to collect that material which are used to plan an experiment. So for this experiment Shweta has the material, 3 beakers, water, 3 paper towels, these are the equipment that are required to plan an experiment. First Shweta takes 3 beakers, and in 3 beakers she takes equal amount of water, and in each of the 3 beakers she keeps this each of the one brand paper towel for 10 seconds. So after 10 seconds Shweta take out that paper towels from the beaker and drain out the water. So in these 3 beakers, after keeping these paper towels, so depending upon the absorption of water, Shweta draw conclusion that which brand of paper towel absorbs more water, that brand is best. So and she wants to tell her father to buy that best one. So like this Shweta plan investigation and draw conclusion in the case of this brand of paper towels. So like this, by using these process skills, Shweta plan an experiment, conduct an experiment, and also draw conclusion. Suppose if you are also doing any experiment, you have to use this process skills just like the scientist. Next Here another one is there, reading to learn. Reading to learn. So here the scientists used to read each and everything, so while doing their investigations, because this reading helps the scientist to know much more about the investigation and also helps others to understand better. So in while reading, the scientists want to know about the science vocabulary. So in science vocabulary, whatever the words are there, the scientist should know the definitions of that words or not. So like this, while reading, the scientist used to learn so many things. So here there are 3 steps in reading. That one is before reading, during reading, and after reading. So here before reading, so before going to read something, first they have to know about that topic. So first they have to know about the title of the section. Next they want to know about the vocabulary in that paragraph, and they have to know about the meaning of that science vocabulary, and they have to list out the main topic, main title of that topic before reading. So here in the textbook you have given an ecosystem. So here what is an ecosystem? An ecosystem is a place where we can find all kinds of living things and non-living things. So here the topic is about this ecosystem. So before reading, you have to get an idea about that topic ecosystem. So ecosystem ante it is a place. ఈ ప్లేస్లో మనం ఆల్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ లివింగ్ థింగ్స్, నాన్ లివింగ్ థింగ్స్ అన్నీ కూడా ఎకోసిస్టంలో ఉంటాయన్నమాట. అండ్ ఆల్సో డ్యూరింగ్ రీడింగ్. సో డ్యూరింగ్ రీడింగ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు నో అబౌట్ వాట్ ఈస్ అన్ ecosystem. So first you have to know the definition of the ecosystem, and ecosystem is a place where all the living things and non-living things interact, and also in an ecosystem, in a place where large amount of food, water, shelter is present, there you can find more number of living things. So this is a natural phenomenon. Actually ఎక్కడైతే మనకు ఎక్కువగా ఫుడ్, వాటర్, షెల్టర్ దొరుకుతుందో అక్కడే ఆల్ లివింగ్ థింగ్స్ అనేవి ఉంటాయి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మనం కూడా మనకు ఎక్కడైతే ఆల్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ ఫెసిలిటీస్ అవైలబుల్గా ఉంటాయో అక్కడే మనము నివసిస్తూ ఉంటాం. సో వీ కెనాట్ గో అండ్ లివ్ ఇన్ ద ఫారెస్ట్ ఏరియా వేర్ వీ కెనాట్ ఫైండ్ ఎనీ ఫెసిలిటీస్ అన్నమాట. సో లైక్ దట్ ద లివింగ్ థింగ్స్ ఆల్సో లివ్ ఇన్ ఏ ప్లేస్ వేర్ దే హ్యావ్ ఆల్ టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ they meet all their requirements anamata, just like the food, shelter, water, etc. So here in an ecosystem we can find both the biotic and abiotic components. So what are biotic and abiotic? Biotic and abiotic components. So biotic components are nothing but the living things. So in living things comes under these the plants, animals, some insects, some animals, all these types comes under the biotic components. Abiotic components means non-living things, just like air, water, light, etc. These are called as the abiotic components. So in an ecosystem we can find both these biotic and abiotic components. This is you have to know during the reading. Next, after reading. So after reading, what you have understood? After reading you have to come to an conclusion. For example, after reading, so you may have known about an ecosystem, the plants, animals and other non-living things that are present in an ecosystem, how these living and non-living things get interacted with each other. For example, in an ecosystem, it is not possible for only living things to live because the living things mainly require air to breathe, which is an abiotic component, and also they need water to drink, that is also an abiotic component. So in ecosystem, an interaction takes place between the biotic and abiotic components. So after reading, finally you will come to a conclusion what type of species are present in an ecosystem, how they interact, etc. All this comes. So like this, in a reading you will have the 3 steps: before reading, during reading, and after reading. So next, writing to communicate. Now you have seen reading to learn. Next you have writing to communicate. So this is also a method followed by the scientist. So while doing the investigations, the scientist used to write each and everything, because in order that the others can understand their investigations. So while writing also, the scientist used to remember each and everything. So what methods they have followed, what experiments they are done, what investigations they are doing, and like this each and everything it is possible for the scientist to again recollect or remember what they have done by writing and not. So again in writing we have 4 types. What are those 4 types? Informative writing, narrative writing, expressive writing, and persuasive writing. So these are the 4 types of writing. Just like in reading we have 3 types: before reading, during reading, and after reading. So in writing you have informative, narrative, expressive, and persuasive. First, in informative writing, what is this means? So here in informative writing you may describe your inferences, conclusions, etc., and also you can tell how to do an experiment. Next, in narrative writing, so narration, you may know very well about this narration. So in this narration you may tell about the stories and matter. Next, expressive. So in this expressive writing you may tell about the poems, songs, etc. Next, persuasive writing. So in persuasive writing you can write the letters about the important issues in the science and matter. So these are the 4 types of writings. So here like this, the scientist also uses these skills and matter: reading, writing, etc. So while doing their investigations, etc. Next one is the measuring. So what is measuring? Scientists make accurate measurements as they gather the data. So they use different kinds of measuring instruments such as the thermometer, clocks, timers, rulers, etc., spring balance, and also they use the beakers and other containers to measure the liquids. Next, using numbers. So the scientists also use the numbers to collect and display the data. So understanding the numbers and using the data also shows the results of the investigation. Next, interpreting data. Interpreting data. So scientists collect, organize, display, and interpret data as they do the investigations. and also scientists to choose a way to display their data because that helps others to understand what they have learned. Next, the scientist also uses tables, charts, graphs, etc. so that they can interpret the data. So next, the good scientist also uses the math skills. So math skills are nothing but the max skills, so to help them display and interpret the data as they collect. So like this, here in your textbook you have a diagram. So cows, buffaloes, by representing them in a colored boxes. So this way helps the scientist to collect and interpret the data in a better manner. Next, at last you have this safety in science. So what do you mean that by this safety in science? Means while doing any experiments in the lab, what safety measures you have to follow. So this is also one of the most important thing as a student you have to know this. So first one is think ahead. Think ahead. First you have to study the steps of investigation before what you are going to do. So if you have any questions about that investigations, first you have to ask your teacher. Next, second one, be neat. So while doing any experiments or investigations in the lab, first of all you should be neat. So if you have a long hair, you have to pull back your hair. So and also if you have a long sleeves, so you have to pull up that long sleeves while doing an experiments, because it may result in any injuries or damages, etc. Next, oops. So if you spill or break something or get cut, you have to tell your teacher immediately. Next, be careful about your eyes. So while doing any experiments, you should be very careful with your eyes, because in the science lab you have to wear the glasses in order to protect your eyes from any chemical substances, injuries, etc. So next, and also you should be careful that anything should not fall into your eyes. Next one, yak means, so in the science lab, while doing an experiment or anything, while doing or not doing an experiment in the labs, you should not eat or drink anything, because it may cause any food poisoning. So you should be very careful in the lab, you should not eat or drink anything. Next, protect yourself from shocks. So and be careful in the lab, so while using an electrical appliance. So be sure that electric cords are in a safe place where you can't trip over them, and also do not ever pull or plug out of an outlet. So next, while using these electrical appliances, while doing an experiments or anything, so మీకు కరెంట్ షాక్స్ తగలడం కానీ ఇటువంటివి ఏమన్నా జరగచ్చు అనమాట. కాబట్టి ఎలక్ట్రికల్ వస్తువుల్ని ఉపయోగించేటప్పుడు ల్యాబ్లో యూ షుడ్ బి వెరీ కేర్ఫుల్. నెక్స్ట్, కీప్ ఇట్ క్లీన్. So keep it clean. Always clean up after finishing an experiments, and you have to put that equipments in the place at first where they are after using them in a proper manner. So if you keep the things in a proper manner, then it will be very useful to you only while doing another experiment when you come to the lab. So here at last these are the safety rules that you have to follow in a science lab while doing an experiment or conducting an experiment, etc. First of all, the secrets of inventions and discoveries first of all lies in identifying the problem. అంటే సైంటిస్టులు ఇలా ఇన్వెన్షన్స్ డిస్కవరీస్ ఎలా ఎందుకు చేస్తున్నారంటే ఫస్ట్ దే విల్ ఐడెంటిఫై ద ప్రాబ్లమ్. ఆన్ ద బేసిస్ ఆఫ్ దట్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఓన్లీ దే విల్ డూ observations, experimentations, and finally they will give the results anamata. So here we already know that the earth revolves around the sun even before the discovery of a heliocentric theory by Copernicus. So Copernicus కనిపెట్టక ముందు నుంచి కూడా అర్త్ అనేది సన్ చుట్టూనే రివాల్వ్ అవుతూ ఉందన్నమాట. కానీ దిస్ Copernicus at that time we don't know earth is revolving around the sun until this heliocentric theory was discovered by Copernicus. And also all the things when we throw up, that things again come and fall down on the earth only. So this theory Newton's theory, it is discovered by the Newton. So Newton కనుక్కోక ముందు కూడా మనం ఏ వస్తువు పైకి వేసా కూడా అది మళ్ళీ కిందికే వస్తుంది. బట్ దీస్ పర్సన్స్ హ్యావ్ థాట్ బియాండ్ ద కామన్ మ్యాన్. సో కామన్ మ్యాన్ ఆలోచించే విధానం కంటే కూడా అంతకు మించి వీళ్ళు ఆలోచించే ఈ ఇన్వెన్షన్స్ డిస్కవరీస్ ఇవన్నీ చేయడం జరిగిందన్నమాట. సో అండ్ ఆల్సో వీ ఆల్రెడీ నో వెరీ వెల్ దట్ నెసెసిటీ ఈజ్ ద మదర్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్వెన్షన్. Necessity is the mother of invention. సో మన అవసరాలకు తగ్గట్టుగానే మనం ఈ ఇన్వెన్షన్స్ అనేవి చేయడం జరుగుతుందన్నమాట. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ఇన్ ఓల్డెన్ డేస్ దెర్ వర్ నో ఫాస్టెస్ట్ మీన్స్ ఆఫ్ transport anamata. So in order to go very fast from one place to another place, so these fastest moving vehicles are discovered anamata. So like this fast moving jet planes, supersonic jets, these are also invented or discovered because of the necessity of the man. So this is the primary reason. సో మనిషి తన అవసరాలకు తగ్గట్టుగానే కొత్త కొత్తవి ఆవిష్కరించడం ఇటువంటివన్నీ జరుగుతుందన్నమాట, తన అవసరానికి అలాగే తన ఉపయోగం కోసం. సో హియర్ సో దీస్ ఇన్వెన్షన్స్ ఆర్ డిస్కవరీస్ ఆర్ డన్ ఇన్ ఏ సీక్వెన్షియల్ ఆర్డర్. సో హియర్ యూ క్యాన్ సీ in your house the way of mother cooking the food and how an mechanic repairs and this do repairs to cycles, cars, etc., and how the farmer plows the field. These all are done in a sequential order anamata. Next at first in the lesson we have seen about the some questions anamata. What are those questions? So here, how do ants find the sweets kept in a tin? Why do the leaves are shed off when they turn yellow in color? So these are some of the questions that arises in our mind anamata. So for all these reasons, for all these questions, the scientists observe the nature, so and they understand the secrets of nature, they do some inventions and discoveries and finally draw the conclusions anamata. So at last here we have another question anamata. So how to use the process skills. So here the bulb did not lit in the room. So what might be the reason? So first of all, you have to observe. So by using this scientific method and also the steps which are involved in this scientific method, first you have to observe why, and you have to pose a question to yourself why the bulb is not glowing in the room. Next you have to hypothesize means any possible answer. అంటే ఏమై ఉండొచ్చు బల్బ్ వెలగకుండా పోవడానికి కారణం అంటే, సో ఫ్యూజ్ పోయి ఉండొచ్చు, లోపల ఫిలమెంట్ పోయి ఉండొచ్చు, లేకపోతే స్విచ్లో ఏదైనా ప్రాబ్లం ఉండొచ్చు. నెక్స్ట్ వైర్, దేర్ విల్ బీ ఎ ప్రాబ్లమ్ ఇన్ ద వైర్. నెక్స్ట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు కలెక్ట్ ద information. So in order to plan an experiment, next you have to gather the information. Next you have to plan an experiment. So you have to remove the bulb and you have to watch carefully whether the filament in the bulb is properly working or not. So next you have to plan an experiment. So after that you have to draw conclusion that is the filament is working properly, but there might be some problem, some another problem in the bulb that is not glowing. So finally, and also you have to check the fuse. So there might be problem in the fuse anamata. So at last you have to come to a generalization, so that the fuse in the bulb has gone, so the bulb is not glowing. So these are the steps that you have to follow whenever you have to do an experiment or any other investigation, etc. So this is about the lesson safety in science. So here you have to, so now we shall recollect again what are the main points in this lesson. First of all, science. Science comes from the Latin word scientia, meaning knowledge. So and also science is nothing but, we have some definitions. Science is nothing but an organized study of knowledge. So science is observing the truths of nature, and also questioning is the primary basic one in this scientific method అనమాట. సో అది ఎందుకు వచ్చింది, ఎలా వచ్చింది అని క్వశ్చనింగ్ చేస్తేనే దానికి రిజల్ట్స్ అనేవి తర్వాత వస్తాయన్నమాట. నెక్స్ట్ ద వే that the scientists follow, it is called as the scientific method, and also the steps in the scientific method. And also why the societies and the individuals are very interested in to provide some funds to give their resources to the scientists in order to do these experiments or investigations. So that also you have learned anamata. And also in this lesson there are some children or examples are given, this Aravind, Charita, Saket, etc. By using this scientific method and the process skills, how to plan an investigation, experiment, conduct, and finally draw the conclusions, etc. All these they have done. And also the scientist uses this reading, writing skills anamata. So while they are doing their investigations anamata. So these all skills help the scientist to write and read whatever the investigations or experiments they have done, and also for to their use in further అంటే ఇంకా వాళ్ళ ఇన్వెస్టిగేషన్స్, వాళ్ళ ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్స్ గురించి తెలియాలంటే వాళ్ళు రాసుకున్నటువంటి ఆ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్, వాళ్ళు ఎలా చేశారు, ఏం యూజ్ చేశారు, ఇవన్నీ కూడా నెక్స్ట్ వాళ్ళ గురించి తెలుసుకునే వాళ్ళకు కూడా ఉపయోగపడాలనే ఇవి కూడా రైటింగ్, రీడింగ్ అనేవి వాళ్ళు స్కిల్స్ యూజ్ చేయడం జరుగుతుంది. అండ్ ఆల్సో దే యూజ్ ద మ్యాథ్ స్కిల్స్ ఆల్సో. సో ఇన్ ఆర్డర్ టు కలెక్ట్, అనలైజ్ ద డేటా ఇన్ టేబుల్స్, చార్ట్స్, గ్రాఫ్స్, etc. Also they use this math skills anamata. Next you have also seen the safety in science. So while doing the experiments in the lab, what safety rules you have to fall or not. So next this is about the safety in science. So in this lesson mainly what the methods the scientists follow, how do they the experiments, inventions, these are all you have learned about. So with this the first lesson is completed. Go through the lesson and read the main points, and also you have the study material, copy that question and answers in the notebook. So this is about this first lesson we have completed. So in the next class we shall enter into this second lesson.